welcome to Wendy's Gym, home of the Wendy. I don't know. Anyways, we're live. We're here. I got a new camera set up. You're gonna see it kind of sitting over here next to me. It's gonna be my partner for the evening. It's me and me and the very unstable camera. We're getting our relationship kind of like worked on here. We're kind of working through it. We're gonna get here. I have my foil prepared for Ice King. Let's get Ice King put on the board here. Let's check the chat in the meantime. Mo Gold is here. Mo Gold says, what did Jake guess? And I had actually replied, it was the Ice King, as a matter of fact. Let's see if this works good. I think it's a decent enough size. What do you guys think? All right. Back to the Mansion says, hey, what's going on? Back to the mansion. Welcome in. I never closed that closet door. I am so good at streaming. Give me a second. I mean, there's pretty much just like Pokemon cards in the closet, but like, I don't need to leave the door open. You know, what's that for? It's for the interested viewers. They have to know. They're clamoring at the doors. What's in the closet? Alright. So, Ice King, as you know, has a bit of blue. That would be the majority of his garb. Simon, if you will. Simon the Ice King. I think he's like one of the coolest characters in Adventure Time. I thought, you know what, I made Sudowoodo and I turned Sudowoodo into an ornament. I took a little bit of wire and embedded it in the back so I can hang it on a hook. I'm not really sure how it's going to end up hanging, but I imagine it seems to be pretty evenly weighed. But yeah. I'm really happy with how it came out. I'm going to glaze it at least one layer, and that'll be our little handmade Christmas ornament. And all the rest of them I'm going to be putting up in the shop. So once Ice King is done, I'm going to be listing Ice King for the first person interested in getting it on the shop. I will let everyone know when it's going to drop. I'm not just going to randomly throw it down. So let's get started. I'm really excited about doing this. I hope everyone else is too. Got a lot of green and some other colors on the roll here. You know what? Give me just a second, everybody. I want to grab a little power cord for my little spotlight. I'm going to use my spotlight to highlight this area a little better and get more better lighting for you guys to see. Back in just a moment, guys. I've returned. Let's get this lamp plugged in. I think that's really gonna help. But I guess we'll see. I think it might help. Oh, watch out, Toad. What if we were to put it right on there? I think that'll work. What do you guys think? I think one thing we can all agree on is that Sculpture Sunday is we're all kind of waiting for it every week. I'm waiting for it. Armor Hunter Ash says, hey, what's going on? Welcome in, Armor Hunter Ash. Thanks for coming through. Appreciate you being here. Hope you had a good weekend. I've had a great weekend. Got to see my brother, my niece. Got to meet my nephew for the first time. So that was cool. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. We didn't get to see them for that long. Our schedules were both pretty tight, but we had to get some time taken aside to do all that. Okay. Probably should get out some tools if I want to do some sculpting. Gonna need a little bit of white because we're gonna be doing some blending to get that really nice, really light sky blue for Simon's skin tone. We're gonna need some red. That will do. Maybe a little bit of pink, possibly for the tongue. Our honey eye says having a bit of the end of the weekend blues. We don't want to turn the work tomorrow. I did have a fine Friday off though. Got to visit Retro Taku Games in Walled Lake. Very cool. Well, you know, yeah, sometimes, you know, you got those Sunday night blues. They're not fun. But, you know, at least you had a fun weekend, or at least a nice enough weekend. And that's about all we can ask for. From what I gather, this is not exactly the tool that you need for, this wasn't exactly meant for scraping through clay and cutting clay. Although this is made of wood and it broke pretty fast. I'm gonna try to squeeze it into a different part. And it's not gonna stay in there. I can probably super glue it. That might help. I think I'm gonna put, one. Yeah, I think one piece of this blue will be enough to set aside for the mixing for Simon's skin tone, and then all the rest is gonna be for his cloak or whatever you want to call it, whatever it is. And then just for blending and mixing purposes and smoothing out and working these over, I'm gonna cut them into smaller pieces. Yeah, too, I'm a little bummed out about having to come back to work tomorrow. But lately work has been going pretty smooth for me. The days have gone by pretty slow, but I felt very fulfilled at work recently. I feel like I'm making a little more of an impact, or I'm part of a little something more. I don't know how to explain it, but I don't know. My days have been a little bit easier at work. I'll put it that way. Okay, so we're all pretty well cut up. I'm gonna want to do this first because I can't really gauge exactly how much of the white I'm gonna want to put out for just making the beard and everything. Yeah, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna go make the outfit around here, and then wrap the beard around that. Work on the mouth. We'll have a little spot that's kind of like, we're probably gonna put a mouth over it, like roll out a nice flat little mouth, like a cartoon type of mouth, not a 3D mouth. So it's gonna be a 3D sculpture, but it's gonna have some of those little cartoon touches. I'm looking forward to how it's gonna turn out. Hopefully, it's gonna be not too much of a hassle to execute. You know, I think I might have actually made this a little bit too pointy at the top, so I'll bring it down just a little bit. Alright. Well, there we go. Let's start rolling a couple of these pieces out, getting them kind of broken in, worked, and ready to work with. Yeah, soften them up a little bit. Oh, also just to let everybody know, I recently launched a TCG player store. I pretty much just sell singles. Most of what I pull from the channel, actually, I list in my TCG player store. If I'm not holding on to it for like my personal collection, which I'll I'll let you guys know. I'm looking for trainer galleries. I want to get my all four of the trainer galleries filled out. I want to get the Galarian gallery. I want to get that done as well. I got a little bit of a start on that stuff. I'd say I maybe 15% at the most as far as completion on the trainer galleries and the Galarian gallery. So that's one of the collections I'm trying to get through. I'm working on a Scarlet and Violet base set master set. I've got a decent amount of progress on that. And I also am trying to collect just as many full art trainers as possible. And I thought there was one more. Oh, promos and Cosmo Hollows as well. Kangas Krantz is here with a bunch of hearts. What's going on? Kangas Krantz. You know, the one that got me inspired to be doing this. Thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for helping me realize what I wanted to do in this online space. So thank you, really appreciate it. You know what? You have your free mystery box pick for this month as a patron. So how about you call out a number? 1 to I don't know how many. There's a pretty good amount of cards in the box here. There we go. Okay, there they are. Let's see just about how much space this covers. I don't need too much thickness to cover a lot of the Ice King. It's really just to make sure I have his whole body looking blue. Krantz says 13. Says hi Jim, hi Alex. What's going on? Kangas Krantz. I unfortunately did not get to see all of your stream last night. Watched for an hour, 2, 3 hours, something like that. But I was very tired. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Good luck, Kangas Krantz. Let's see what you've got. Let's see what we're gonna put in your bag. The Garbodor V. I actually like, this is the first one that I've seen of Garbodor that wasn't what's the other one? Isn't there one in the VMAX? Yeah, I'd never actually seen the Garbodor V. So, congrats on the Garbodor V. Let's see, I'll get that with your stuff. Working on updating my mystery box, getting more and more stuff. Gonna be making some shorts and actually making a condensed version of the stream because it was crazy. Oh, dude, I was here for the God Pack of 151. That was insane. Completely insane. Hoping I have enough blue clay to do this. I think that I'm going to. Two God Packs? Oh, come on. That's insane. And back to the mention says that bat was wild and crazy. It really was. He's opening the pack and he does the trick, and it comes around and it's the illustration where Blastoise, and he's like, oh, I think I might have screwed up the pack trick, and then he goes to the next one and it's another illustration where, and then boom, 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 you know, 6 cards in a row. God Pack. And guys, don't forget, once Jake arrives in the chat, we're going to be opening up his booster pack of Scarlet and Violet, see if we can get anything crazy for him. For those of you who haven't been here in a bit, we've got... what do we got now? We got Duck Race spots available for Paris Sculpture, the Clink Sculpture, and the Meltan Sculpture. Coughing needs to get continued. I gotta finish glazing Coughing. I gotta get another layer on there. But once Coughing is done, I'm gonna be getting a Duck Race set up for Coughing as well. So once all of the Duck Race spots sell out, we'll be getting a race run, and we'll see who can take it down. Okay, well, we are definitely going to need the other bits of blue. Kangas Krantz says the odds. Absolutely. Dude, Mo got it? Finally. Mo just didn't get shafted over and over again. All those Serenas. I think I'm gonna do, I'm actually gonna kind of roll and flatten this stuff out in smaller chunks. It might make it easier for me to roll it thinner, because I don't need it super duper thick to fully cover the Ice King. So let's see if that strategy ends up benefiting me. think this kind of says the odds. Absolutely. Like, the chances of even one happening, and you get two in a stream. But you know what? It just seems like the odds for your channel, Krantz. That's just like crazy stuff seems to just ba-boom. Like, wasn't like the first or the second stream you had some absolutely crazy stuff happen, like pretty quickly. I know I couldn't stay awake for all of them, but I know that I wake up in the morning to some crazy shorts and recaps and stuff. Try something. I'm trying to take this little wooden dowel and after I've poked a little hole in the center of the foil here and slip it through so that I can more carefully hold this up without having to touch the clay so much. I don't have any gloves to work with clay yet, so I'm not fingerprinting everything. That's one of the things that I've been having some issues with. By the way, how was the storm for you guys on Thursday night? It wasn't too crazy. It didn't do too much. No, at least nothing like no power outages or anything like that. I know. I think my brother, he was out of power this weekend while we were over for a little bit. But they've got a generator. They're all good to go. Guess it all depends on where you are. Okay. I don't know if I like that because then I'd ought to just have it standing down. You know, maybe I'll use this when I'm doing some finishing touches. I think for now, just applying the clay is going to be the most important part. So let's roll out some more and get another piece on. Rash says there was a brief power outage for 10 minutes. Turns out Whitmore Lake is good with power, but there's tornado warning and hail. Oh geez. Nobody likes to hear that. Yeah, those tornado warnings definitely shake you up. Some of these spots and smooth some stuff out, but that is not a problem. We will take care of it. roll out some more. Oh, that's not good. Starting to wonder if maybe it's a little, the clay is getting a little too warm or something. It's kind of peeling off onto the little rolling pin here. Alright, got more coverage. Could you imagine how many bricks of clay I would need just to get this size made? Yeah, there's no way. That's crazy. That's just it made the sculpture pretty darn heavy too. And you know, making it lightweight I think is what would help. If it were to fall, it would be less likely to take a whole bunch of damage if it's not bringing as much weight down on itself. If it had a really heavy center. So hopefully that can potentially stop some damage if it were to get into a little bit of a jam. Oh, it's looking like I'm gonna have just about enough. Cool. Might not have quite enough for the bottom. I do have this little bit extra that I can use. Yeah, that should probably be enough to cover the bottom. Being that it's an ornament, I don't want it to have an empty bottom either. That wouldn't be right. Alright. You know, Grants, I'm planning on doing Christmas ornaments just about every Sunday from here on. And they're not all going to be exactly Christmas themed. Some are going to be themed in different ways, and I think you're going to be very, very excited. So, Grant, if you're still here, there's an ornament coming your way, or you know, that I'm going to be making that you are going to really enjoy, I believe. smooth this all over later a little better. But you know, we're working on it. I think I actually want the other one. This one might be better for the job. Hold on, how about I bring this down just a little bit for y'all? A little closer. And we'll help Toad out. Toad, you can stand up over here by Sudowoodo. You know, I can't believe this. It feels almost like yesterday that I was sculpting Sudowoodo, and we're already here today sculpting the Ice King on a new kick for Christmas ornaments. And that wasn't even the intent when I thought I'm going to sculpt that last Pokemon. So that's pretty cool. Said we had to throw some extra in here to kind of smooth the whole area out, which seems to be true. Guess we need a little more over here. It's the spot where the foil was trying to push through a little more while I was smoothing it out. Gotta love that. Kind of a new problem though. I haven't really used foil that much when I'm doing my sculpting. I usually just had them pretty small and didn't feel like I needed to use foil. But this definitely is going to be a clay saver. Kangas Kran says, well, what? Yeah, I know. You have previously gotten excited about this clay sculpture before, so it's going to be a Christmas ornament now, and I hope you're excited. Alright, get those emojis in the chat, guys. Twin Peaks song, let's go. Alright, Ice King. I pretty much got your little cape or cloak or whatever done. So why don't we get started on Simon's? Where are we gonna do the beard first? You know, we could put down some, let's put down a little bit of the light blue on top, just a little bit around the front area. we'll do that. Just a little preliminary spot. Then we'll get the beard and kind of cut that out, set it over that. It's not going to be as high detail as the beard is on Simon in that picture, but that's totally fine. The goal here is to get practice in on making non-Pokemon stuff. I'm having a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone who has joined the Discord recently. I see that Mandalorian and Mo Gold have both joined. Appreciate you guys. Gonna start adding some more content to the Discord as I go. Working on getting that TCG player store kind of moving as well. So I just got a little bit of extra stuff on my plate right now, but so far it's been fun. Having some new endeavors and everything. Might be enough white. We'll start with this. See where we go from there. Well, that was an awesome Twin Peaks song again. Thank you so much for everyone throwing down the emojis. Armor Hunter Ash says, I have just joined the server. Welcome in, Armor Hunter Ash. Just saw you popped in there. I realized what happened is I think what the link that I put up was a invite link that expires in 7 days, and I think I may have correctly now just shared just the Discord server itself instead of an invite link. So hopefully that solves our problem, and that we'll be back in business, and we'll be able to get people coming through on the Discord, really, getting the community a little more closely contacted. So if there's any updates on the channel, if everyone's throwing ideas around, I don't have to check YouTube comments. You guys can all we'll chat live, For those of you who play the TCG in paper, there could be a chance that sometime in the future I might be doing some kind of TCG review. I've been kind of wanting to review sets and everything for the actual playing of the TCG. So that could be something you might look out for on the horizon. So if anyone is excited about that or interested in that, or any other Pokemon related content with the TCG, let me know what you want to see. I might be able to bring that to the table. What I'll probably do instead of doing like a whole episode as a review is maybe I'll open a booster pack and we'll review what's in the pack. We'll see what the best card in the pack is. If you were to say, hey, what's the first card in the pack that I would pick if I were building a deck right now? What would that card be? And that's what we'll do. We'll do that. We'll do first pack, or first pick. They do that on a lot of Magic the Gathering podcasts. They don't really do draft with Pokemon, so that's not exactly the thing. It's not really a common thing that I hear about with Pokemon. But you know what? Let's adapt that. Let's have it this way. We could do a Pokemon draft sometime. Why not? Okay. I think this might be enough. And actually, I think the color is just about good enough. I almost want to go a little lighter. Let's add a little bit more white. Wrap it up in a little ball. Flatten it out. And let's do something cool. Let's cut it now. Haha. I know, it's nothing crazy. A little swirly inside. It's like a Swiss cake roll. Those are pretty yummy. In the chat, yo, what's your favorite little Debbie or Hostess snack? If you have one, if you got a favorite, let me know in the chat. Mine is actually Nutty Bars. I am all about Nutty Bars. Those things are phenomenal. If I had, like, you know, Desert Island, Little Debbie, Hostess snack, it would be Nutty Bars. What's your Desert Island? What's your Desert Island, Little Debbie, or Hostess product? Let me know in the chat. Yeah, I'm liking this a lot more. This it's a bit of a lighter blue, closer to like that periwinkle. Not quite periwinkle, but very, very close. If I already had a tiny bit of purple, that would probably do it. Odie Modi Pies says back to the mansion. Yo, let's go, Odie Modi Pies. Let's go. Alright, let's roll this out nice and flat. Alright, so we'll go and kind of do that. You know, I just kind of spaced it. I realized that I'm gonna need a little bit of blue clay for Ice King's arms. So we're gonna have to steal just a little bit from where the beard's gonna be going. Shame on me for forgetting that this guy's got some arms. I think what we've got here, what I've taken from it, we can still work with this, because we're gonna go and sort of put that here, right in this spot, and that will kind of cover that area. Cosmic Brownies are so good. I have to say, Cosmic Brownie says, Armor Hunter Ash, I haven't had any little Debbie's or Hostess snacks in a long time though. You know, neither have I. Really, I just haven't been buying those snacks specifically. I don't know why. Maybe I've just been buying other snacks, or less snacks. I don't know. You know, everyone's tastes change. But if someone were to offer me a Nutty Bar, I would not turn it down. Absolutely not. Alright, so we got the rest of this light blue clay for the rest of Ice King's face. We got this for Ice King's arms. Hopefully that'll be just enough. I think it'll be just about what we need. And now it's time to kind of get started on the beard. Not just kind of get started. Let's just get started. How about that? everybody. Let's get this piece flattened out a little more, and we might be able to get a good start on Ice King's beard and hair. He's got some hair that kind of goes down behind his back as well. I'm gonna have to make a little bit of a guess on how it's gonna look, but I think I'm gonna have it looking just fine. I'm gonna kind of base it on the front. A bit wider, so we're just gonna have to try to roll out a nice large piece, nice and wide. Oh, I like that actually. We can do something with that very easily. Okay, let's get out the knife. Okay. That. Winter coming through, says Jake. Welcome in, Jake. Let's stop the stream. Let's congratulate the man. Congrats, dude. You guessed it. You guessed it first. You guessed it right. So let's open your booster pack. I'm wiping my fingers off real quick, wiping my hands, getting the clay off my hands. So we can get going with this here. So Jake, pick left or right, and I think there's 24 packs in the box. So left or right, and give me a number on that side up to 12, and I will open what booster for you. Armor Hunter Ash says, I am going to crash soon, so you have a great rest of your night. Hey, Armor Hunter Ash. Hey, thank you so much for coming through. Thank you for the support of the channel. You've always been here every night you can be here with us, hanging out at Wendy's Gym. So thanks for coming through. Really appreciate it. Have a good night. Jake says left, number 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Good luck to you, Jake. Hope you get something pretty sweet. See what Scarlet and Violet will do for you. Basic Fire Energy. Alright, so Sandile. Let's do a quick little review here. Sandile, 70 HP, basic Pokemon. Not too bad. One energy for a 10 point attack. Terrible. It's not great. And two energy for a 30. Not great. We got Mareep. Got one for 10. Not great. 3 for 40. Yeesh. And Silicobra, 2 for a 30 point attack. Not great. At least you're not held down with the 2 fighting for the energy. They got the Bisharp, stage 1, so that's not always easy to get to. One darkness energy for a 40 damage attack. That's not terrible, especially in a limited game. Getting those extra points of damage for cheap is pretty good. Double-edged slash does 120 damage and then 30 damage to itself. Also not too bad. There's a lot of Pokemon that can get taken down by that 120 without a problem at all. Not terrible for a limited. Got Vitality Band. The attacks of the Pokemon this card is attached to 10 more damage to your opponent's active Pokemon. Very cool. Not a bad card. I don't know how much it would be played in Standard, but limited I think it would be played pretty frequently. Got Toxtricity. Stage 1. Choose 2 random cards from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals those cards and shuffles into their deck. Hey, that's actually pretty cool. Especially if your opponent's down to 2 cards. You just basically they essentially just down to 0 for 2 colorless energy. That's not too bad. 120 damage for 3 energy and 20 damage to itself. Just about as good as that double edge from Bisharp, with 10 more HP as a stage 1. So I'll take that one a little more. A Crocalor, 100 HP, bite, 50 damage for 2 energy, or 100 damage rolling tackle for 3. Not too bad for a stage 1 Pokemon, but only 100 HP. Not too huge. We got the Cyclizar reverse, 110 HP, reckless charge for 2 colorless energy. Nothing crazy. 70 damage. We've got Cacnea, counterattack Quill's ability. If this Pokemon is in the active spot and is damaged by an attack by an opponent's Pokemon, even if this Pokemon is knocked out, put 3 damage counters on the attacking Pokemon. Nice. It's like a Thorns. Very cool. Very cool. And we got another Cyclizar. Ooh, that's crazy. Both of the different Cyclizars from Scarlet Violet in one pack. Super cool. Touring, 1 energy to get 2 cards. Those kind of attacks that are just card draw as an attack, in limited I think they might be sort of reasonable, but if you're trying to play cards like that in Standard, it's not always going to be very beneficial for you, because chances are good you're going to sacrifice a Pokemon knockout for those kind of Pokemon, because most of the ones with those kind of attacks are pretty low HP. Speed attack for 3 colorless for 100 damage. I'm not too thrilled with that. So as far as a limited pack is concerned. In standard pack, this wasn't the best, but the art in this set, you can't really deny. There's a lot of really cool stuff in here. Congratulations, Jake, on winning this booster. And we'll get these all sleeved up for you, and I will get them to you. Thank you for supporting the channel. Thank you for taking part in the comments and all that. It's really cool, so appreciate it, man. All right, so I'm gonna check the queue in the store real quick, and if we have nothing else in our orders, then I'm gonna continue on. All right, queue is empty. If anyone wants to place an order in the store, it's in the link in the bio, in the description. I'm pretty happy with what I've got here for Ice King's face, at least as far as for the beard. So let's place it. Move over this a little bit. There we go. Well, one of the things I've noticed is that I definitely did not have quite enough blue clay for this. I could take a little more of this because I really don't have much more I need to use of the light blue. Hey, that'll work. Great. Alright, what do you guys think so far? He's not exactly the same way shaped that he normally would be. This is the Ice King. He's like, wah. Alright. Let's work on the hair on the back of the Ice King's head. And I guess I'm just gonna do just a similar but shorter pattern on the back. Alright, cool. Okay, that just might work. go. Got that figured out. Okay. Now it's time to kind of finish up. There's not too much more to do. Get his mouth, his nose, and the crown. And his arms. Alright, let's get your arms done, bud. Back to the Mansion says loving it. Thank you, Back to the Mansion. I'm really enjoying this. It's starting to come together pretty well. Okay. Let's get the black clay out. We're going to need a little bit of that for Simon's mouth. thank everybody for coming through and watching the stream tonight. You could be doing anything else right now, but you chose to come here, and I appreciate that. Okay. I'm gonna bring the camera in a little closer. Get a little better view of this now. Alright, so we got that part. Now we are on to, we're gonna need to make his eyes, which are just about the same size. Make them a little bigger, but they are pretty small. Well, I am very happy with how the nose has turned out. Alright guys, we are in the home stretch. I'm really excited. I love how the nose turned out. This is going to be so cool. Thank you guys everyone for being here for this. This is a really fun sculpture. Guess I should have put the hands on before I put the arms on the body, but I guess that's the lesson that we're learning today. That blending is tough, and even tougher when you decided that you want to put tiny little hands on tiny little arms after the fact. Nose looks fantastic, says Back to the Mansion. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Appreciate the support. We're gonna take off this weird tiny little hand from the Ice King. and replace it with a less tiny little hand. Probably just as weird, but not as tiny. There we go. Alright, Ice King. We got your hands kind of doing their thing now. We're blending super carefully. Well, not blending, but whatever we're doing. We're doing it really carefully. Because that's the life that I'm living right now. Awesome. Okay. All we have left now, guys, is little tiny lightning bolt eyebrows and a crown. I don't know if we're gonna manage the tiny lightning bolt eyebrows. Maybe just a little too tiny for what we've got put together at this point. Guess we will see. Well, that's not gonna happen. So let's make the crown. Already got some yellow over here. Let's roll it out. We've got some red for the gem. Okay. There we go. All right. So we've got that peak right in the center. It's not going to actually be quite as tall, so let's take the bottom off like this. Get a bit of a flat edge. What kind of looking like. Beautiful. Alright, I got the crown pretty much ready to go. I just have to throw the jewels on. We'll throw this on Simon and we're done, guys. Done for the night. last gem. Excuse me. All right. I am pretty happy with the look that I've got here. Let's actually fasten the crown all the way together. And guys, it's pretty warm in here, so I'm going to be making some adjustments to this once we can get this room to cool down. The clay is getting very, it's easy, almost too easy to manipulate. Super warm in here, so I'll be putting finishing touches on the Ice King before we throw him in the oven. But you know, for the most part, guys, this is what we got. Ice King, pretty much done. Let's go. So, thank everybody so much for being here. Just gonna do one more quick little pack review here, and then we'll call it a night, guys. We have Fire Energy. It's energy. Cool. Pokemon Catcher. Flip a coin. If heads, switch one of your Pokemon's benched, your opponent's benched Pokemon to the active spot. You know, that's actually not too bad. You can use it more than one time per turn if you have multiples. So if you fail, you can try it again. If you have a couple of versions of it, or a couple of copies. Potion. Heal 30 damage from one of your Pokemon. It's not the greatest. Not for a card slot in your deck. Clauncher. Vice Grip for 10 damage. Okay. Daliv, slap for 1 energy, 20 damage, or 2 for 40, and you're able to get your opponent's Pokemon not to be able to attack next turn. Kill a Watch Roll. Skill Dive does 50 damage to one of your opponent's bench Pokemon. But that's kind of cool because sometimes your opponent might have a Pokemon on their bench that they're trying to keep safe. It has some kind of ability. Thunder Blast for 3 energy, but discard 1 from your Pokemon when you use the attack. Not too bad. It's a pretty good amount of damage, especially for something like limited. Superpowered Throw. This attack does 30 more damage for each colorless in your opponent's active or Pokemon defeat cost. So if they got a heavier Pokemon, you're going to do more damage. This doesn't really potentially do a whole ton. It's not terrible for two energy. Crocodile's got Chomp Chomp Bite. Flip a coin till you get tails. For each heads, discard an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, and you do 50 damage. That's pretty cool for 1 energy. Not too bad. It is a stage 2 Pokemon, so you did take a little bit to get there and get with whether a rare candy or 2 turns for evolving. Earthquake does 30 damage to each of your bench Pokemon, as well as 180 damage to the opponent. Not too bad. Flabébé with Pollen Chop for 20. Not too bad, but not great. We got Reverse Nemona, draw 3 cards, and a Revavroom. 4 mana for knock, or 4 energy for knock away. Flip a coin. If heads, this attack does 90 more damage. It's okay, not too bad, but for a stage 1, Anyways, guys, thank you so much for coming through Wendy's Gym. I appreciate you guys being here. I hope you enjoyed this Ice King sculpture. I had a lot of fun making it. So until next time, on Wednesday we'll be doing some streams. So enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. Thanks for coming through from Wendy's Gym. This is Jim Frost, signing out.